Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is currently 11:20 in the evening and I decided I'd film because I'm not tired, and I actually filmed this video earlier but I wasn't really happy with the sound quality, mainly because it was raining and for some strange reason the lens was fogging up, but everything's fine now. Today I'm going to be showing you the makeup bits I will be bringing to Thailand. I will be in Bangkok for 4 days and I'm pretty pumped because it's been a while since my last visit, and although I've been, I think, thrice already, I never really did a lot of touristy things, so I'm hoping to see some temples this time around. I will be vlogging. That's something I say every time I'm about to go abroad, but I never do it. This time I'm actually going to make it a point to film because I really want to put up good content. Anyway, back to the video. All the makeup I will be bringing fits in here, which is really nice, and it just comes to show that I don't use a lot of products. This is just the bare minimum for me. I think this is only half of the stuff I mentioned in my starter makeup kit video. If you haven't seen that, I will be sure to link it down below. But everything just fits in this Glossier pink pouch, and this is the biggest makeup pouch I own to this day. I really like it because it is pretty transparent. Like, despite the color, you can see everything inside. And I heard this is TSA approved, which is great. I'm not really going to do this in any particular order. I'm just going to pick stuff out at random and then give a short explanation if necessary. I've got this Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel in the shade Grind. I really like this brow product because it's vegan first and foremost. So they don't use beeswax, which is the normal binding component. In its place is CBD oil or cannabis oil. In terms of the product itself, there are times when I have a hard time using it, mainly because too much product can come out of the tube. But I am hoping I will like it even more once it has dried out of it. For highlighter, I've got this ColourPop Light Stix in the shade Bullseye. It is a beautiful light gold color, and I will be swatching it on my hand. Just keep in mind that my arm is more yellow than my face, so it won't look exactly like this on my face. It looks like this on the arm. It is quite blingy, but you can shade it out or build it up depending on how you like your highlighters to look on your face. The lip balm I always keep with me is the Glossier Balm Dot Com. This is a universal skin salve, so you don't necessarily just have to use this on your lips. You can use this on any dry areas, so cuticles, if you've got dry fingers, anywhere, yeah, basically anywhere you feel like you need it, and it's cruelty-free, which is awesome. This is the Sunnies Face Airblush in the shade Moon. It is a cheek tint. There are a total of 6 shades, but I gravitated towards this one because I really like the way it looks on my pale skin. The Sunnies Face airblushes are very similar to the Stila convertible colors, but are way more malleable in terms of the texture and really blend into the skin nicely. I will be swatching it on my arm like I did the highlighter. This is a cream to powder formula. It does apply like a cream and then it sets to a powder, which is nice because you don't have to bring a separate blush or set this with another product. It just sets down by itself. This does dry really fast, so you do have to work quickly when using this product. In terms of bronzer, the only one I've been using for the past, I'd say, year and a couple of months is the Milk Makeup Bronzer. This is in the shade Baked, but there is a darker shade called Blazed. This is a cream stick kind of bronzer that twists up It smells like Play-Doh, which reminds me of childhood for sure. And I like this bronzer because although it does look kind of dark and scary, it does blend out really nicely and doesn't make me look muddy at all, which a lot of bronzers tend to do. It does look like this once blended out. You can apply it onto the hollows of your cheeks if you're just looking to contour, or around the perimeter of your face, or just where the light naturally hits. This blends out really nicely, and it does, I feel like it does set itself into place. Like, I will be sure to use it on its own, like without having to set it with a powder or anything, just to see the longevity and how it wears throughout the day. For powder, I've got this NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the shade 74-1A Translucent. I don't typically wear powder that often, but I'm going to a pretty hot and humid country, so I figured I might need this. This is honestly a great powder because it sets your face without making you look matte. The only downside to it is the packaging. This does tend to spill, and I find that I do have to tape it before flying anywhere. For concealer, I have been using this Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade Light Clair 10 for the past, I'd say, a year and a couple of months as well. And this is by far my most favorite concealer in the world because I love the way it looks on my skin. Like the name suggests, it's very stretchy and very malleable. This is a concealer that is very easy to work with. You do have to set it because it gives off a very dewy finish and kind of tends to crease, so it looks like this once blended out. And it doesn't really look like it matches my arm, but it does match my face because my face is a lot pinker than my arm. I have this Uemura eyelash curler. I've had this for 6.5 years now. This is a lifesaver if you got Asian eyelids because it really helps hold curl. I don't typically wear mascara just because the mascara I have isn't my favorite. Like, I will curl my lashes just so my eyes look a bit bigger than they actually are. And then for brushes, I've got this ColourPop F14 or Duo-Fibre brush. I haven't used this yet, as you can see. It's still got the clear case. And this e.l.f. Complexion brush. I typically use this to apply powder onto my face. The last makeup tool I've got is a sponge. This is from Real Techniques. It is the Miracle Complexion Sponge. It is very similar to the Beauty Blender, and it basically does the same thing a beauty blender does. This just blends out your cream or powder products depending on how you like to use it. I recommend running this under water and then squeezing out the excess, just so you're left with a nice damp sponge. The second to the last thing I've got in my makeup bag is a Glossier Balm Dot Com. I am bringing this because my birthday Balm.com is running low and I know I'm gonna need something to replace it with. And last but not least, I've got this ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. This is the clear version, and I typically use this when I want my brows to look thicker without the color. This is, I think, around $6 and it's lasted me a long time. I'm hoping to replenish soon because I'm running low. I am so looking forward to being in Thailand and I will be vlogging. I'm currently brainstorming some content to put up just so my videos aren't centered around beauty. I will be vlogging while I'm in Thailand because it's been a long time since I've uploaded a travel related video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in a new video next week. Bye!